Thanks for joining us. Get ready for the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome to Wednesday night here in the NBA. It's the Utah Jazz going up against the Sacramento Kings. Now our broadcast swings to Sacramento, where Kevin Harlan, Clark Kellogg, and Steve Kerr have the call.
Over the upcoming stretch of games, even more critical to notch a win in this one.
Kevin, I have not been able to quite identify what the problem's been for this team, but obviously neither have they, because they continue to struggle. I know they're working hard to get things figured out, but no matter what road they've taken, it's been a dead end.
Well, effort is not the problem. I mean, that's been there for them all along. But I think they're not necessarily using everybody in the right way. Seems like some of the players aren't comfortable in the roles they're in. So there may be some adjustments to be made by this coaching staff to get this club going. Boy, great job of attacking on the rim.
For the Jazz last season, it really became an issue about the log jam inside. They had two established starters in Jefferson and
Minner's basket. Aldridge left side. And there's the time to finish it off.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, you got to rise and
at home. So sweet.
Well, you would have thought that the Jazz would have made a deal one way or another, but it was hard for them as they were in the thick of ended by Cantor. And stolen by Burke. Pass to Jefferson. There's the dish to Burke. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Led the Wolverines in points, assists, steals, and blocks even. And, of course, led them all the way to the NCAA championship game. He's basically a winner. That's what he is. Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was
in their last win against Dallas. Aldridge. Knocked away. It's stolen by Jefferson. Burke dishes to Favors. And stolen by Aldridge. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. Tries to save it. Looking for Young. He gets it there. He dishes it to McLemore. Rubio. Kings moving the ball around. Here's Pekovic. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio.
Maximizing his ability. Spent 5 to 6 hours a day in the gym over the summers, and you've seen the fruit of that work.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the games.
Well, I think the defensive airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively they could get one up individually. They were among the lowest in the league in assists as a team. A lot of isolation basketball. It was not pretty to watch.
He clearly had the speed advantage. Nice play. Well, the business of the NBA in pretty good stead. The Kings sold for even more. Team value is certainly on the rise around the league. Better arenas, more lucrative TV contracts, part of the reason.
Now here's Williams after the miss from Rush. Here's Burke. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Under control and a good
lead size or great athleticism, Clark, for the point guard position. Some right side, Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Burke.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there. What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just that
Josh McRoberts subbed in for Mbahumute. Now here's Green, averaging 9 points per contest. So Clark, it doesn't do any good to get to the line if you're only going to hit one of the 2 free throws.
You're exactly right, Kevin. You don't want the hack-a-shack strategy to be a way for a team to beat you. You want it to be a last resort. Back in the hunt.
Tolliver, defended by Plumlee. Rush outside. There's the bucket. Good.
And what I like about him, he needs very little time to get his shot off. If he has just a bit of room, that's all it takes. In a catch-and-shoot situation, he's going to let it fly.
And something else I think of with him is that three-point shot from the corner. I mean, that's his shot. And we've certainly seen him drain a bunch of them.
And here is Green, following the 3 from Rush. Gets it to go. Of course, the Lakers would eventually pass them up during the final days to snag a playoff spot, but Steve, as you said, it was just a poor run of games for the Jazz right after the All-Star break that did them in.
Well, it would have been nice for this young core to gain some valuable playoff experience, but they did pick up a couple of first-round draft picks. They continue to add talent to this deep roster, and I would think it's just a matter of time before they're back in the playoffs again.
For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Trailblazers.
I think their attitude going into that game was all wrong. I think they believed what was being said about them, that it was a game they couldn't win, and they just didn't have any confidence.
I'm not going to go with you on that one, Steve. I don't agree with that. I think they believed in themselves. I just think the talent difference between the teams was far too much for them to overcome.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Green gets it to go. Jazz leading by 10. And here is Lucas. Let's go. And Utah again with the bucket.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
So as
this team, they have really put good pressure on the offense.
Well, you know what? Pressure can lead to pilfers, and pilfers can lead to points. So we've got the 3 P's: pressure, pilfers, points. Get it done.
Ricky Rubio is out there with McLemore. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Young, and it's Pekovic in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Right side Jefferson. Inside to Favors. Rejected by McLemore. Lucas against Rubio. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
Shooting just one. That free throw good from Rubio.
Well,
no one near him. That's good. Hayward's got his first bucket in this one.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And you got to give this Utah front office a lot of credit. You're right, Clark. They've only missed the playoffs 5 times. Remarkable run.
What I like about Utah, too, Kevin, is that they seem to stay ahead of the curve. They make moves while they still have leverage. Dealing Carlos Boozer, Kirilenko, Deron Williams. So they've done a good job of getting value, getting assets, and continuing to look ahead.
Young, right side. 5 to shoot. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. And that one's good. Pekovic.
No food, no heat. A single mother working nights to provide. And before his senior year, his high school shuttered for good. Basketball was his one escape. He said, quote, If you say you're from Wellston, they give you that look. It's just the reputation. It's a hard place to live and grow. But he says even now that he's made it out, I'm never going to forget Wellston. I was born and raised there. It's my heart and my pride. I'm going to give back. I want to build it back to how it was.
Positions. I think on offense, he's best served staying around the hoop. And as he continues to develop his moves down there, little hooks.
Here by the Kings. Aldridge down low. He's covered by Favors. And that one's good by Aldridge.
I don't know.
Jefferson dishes to Lucas. Hayward. A three-pointer is right on target. Hayward's got 5 now.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
The shot by Rubio. And again, it's Sacramento converted. Jazz leading by 7. Lucas kicks to Hayward. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
That's not a surprise, but it is early, so they've got a chance perhaps to make some incremental improvement as the season moves forward.
Yeah, not a world beater of a team. We knew that.
Here's Lucas. It's blocked. They recover it. And the basket is good. Got it to go through. Opportunity for a three-point play. So Utah ends up going with the new group. She's to Burks. Kept alive. Second chance shot. And counting. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
First trip to the free throw. The feed to Muhammad. The pass to Fredette. 4 on the clock. Tries from 16. Good! And Burks very quick and very athletic, even standing 6'6". He's able to stay with most point guards defensively.
Yeah, a bit of a late bloomer physically going into college at Colorado, but excellent athleticism. And I love the defensive versatility that he provides to their team.
Burke kicks to Burks. He feeds it to Burke. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And now look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. Number 1, the Kings.
They've been playing so smart lately. Just the way they move the ball and they share it, they're always finding good looks. Still haven't seen them miss a shot from the line in this quarter, so they're doing a nice job of protecting the lead.
Well, they're cashing in from the line. I mean, they're making them pay for fouling them right now.
Feeds to Muhammad. From outside the arc, gets it to go. Muhammad's got his first 3 points of the game.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the 3.
Here's Burke. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And I like that move to the hoop. You use your speed, go around the bigger defender.
Pass to Green. There's the dish to Muhammad. Green, the pass to Fredette. Drills it from outside. Fredette's got 5.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
And there's the foul, and it's on Jimmer Fredette. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Both free throws good from Burke. The Kings trail by 9. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Muhammad dishes to Green. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Alec Burks.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
But there was some style there, Kev. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
And there's the foul, and it's on Jimmer Fredette. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And he knocks down the first one. The Jazz making a switch here. Both free throws good from Burke.
He's certainly been hitting well from the line, and those points do add up.
Fredette with it. Got it off in time. Phenomenal buzzer beater!
You gotta love seeing nothing but zeros on the clock when that ball tickles the twine.
Oh, man, a clutch shot.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. It's the Jazz up 5. We'll have the start of the third quarter for you shortly. But first, it's the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce.
Now, presented by Sprint.
This is the halftime show. Let's break down all the first half action. Utah with the lead against Sacramento. A big game for them right now. A win here would move them into the 8th seed in the conference. A tremendous first half for Trey Burke. Shooting nearly 70% so far. A gaudy shooting percentage. The envy of everybody playing tonight. And doing their best to stay alive, the Sacramento Kings. They're scoring effortlessly. The defense has been completely overmatched. LaMarcus Aldridge, a big impact in this one. How's that for a shooting percentage? 100. Yes, 100% from the court. Not too bad. And to look at the games being played right now.
Starting here now.
What a stellar outing in this one for Burke. He's got 17 points, and he hasn't wasted his chances from the charity stripe. A lot of points there.
Yeah, a lot of points, and those are freebies. Those are easy points. And the other thing that does, Clark, it allows you to get your defense set up at the other end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Utah, Favors plays the 4 with Cantor at the 5. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward spot.
New coach, a new front office, and a new downtown arena on the horizon. It's exciting times for the Kings fans and a lot of newfound optimism around this team, too.
Fantastic.
He passes to Jefferson. Drops in the layup for 2. Back the late 90s and early this century. But they had undergone a 7-year playoff drought, and Steve, times had gotten pretty dire.
Well, there's a lot of change in the air in Sacramento this season with new ownership, new management, new coaching, and some young talent with Ben McLemore. So I think there's hope going forward for the Sacramento Kings.
You know, you look at the flex offense that Utah utilizes, and it requires that players, one, be versatile and multi-skilled, but also that they have good basketball IQs. You need to be able to screen and read defenses effectively. And that's not easy, but it's certainly a good...
The players, a new first-time majority owner, a new rookie GM, and Mike Malone, a first-time head coach.
Thanks, Doris. We'll see how they do. And Young backs in. And foul as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. That one on Jefferson. And Clark, back to that flex offense you were talking about. Some players come into the league with the bad habit of standing around when they don't have the ball. Steve, that's not going to cut it in the flex.
No, it keeps you moving. It keeps the ball going. A lot of screening and cutting. It's a great offense, and it's difficult to cover. But I like what you said. It teaches the young players how to play as well.
Burke, the pass to Burks. Favors. Baseline jumper. No good off the front iron.
Now still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3, even before that miss.
Aldridge. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
You can play in this league.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Andres Biedrins, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Williams comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Rush in for Richard Jefferson.
Keeping the ball moving, defense hasn't been able to set up.
Now here's Burke, covered by Rubio. Now here's Burke. Counts the basket and the foul. It's on Ben McLemore.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
But because of his shooting ability and his smart. He's a guy who thinks the game. He's more athletic than you think. He has tremendous ability to shoot it off the dribble. And that makes it tough to deal with him, especially when he's involved in pick and rolls. And he does a nice job of keeping defenses off balance. Nice tight handle. He was taken 12th overall back in 2011. Still young and developing. And I think he has tremendous upside.
And for Alec Burks, it took him a while to get into the rotation with the Utah Jazz. But the injuries they dealt with provided him with an opportunity.
That shot consistently He's going to be tough to keep off the floor.
Pass to Burke. And again, it's Utah.
A very hot shooting second half has seen them bring that field goal percentage way up.
Yeah, they're cruising now, really looking to add to
Here
this.
with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. That is good. And that's now 7 points for Williams.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working.
Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, taking advantage of
Young outside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2
steals, 5th in assists, and he's in a good run for him from downtown.
And just to mention his steals against psychic.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Dennis Kanter's checked in for Tolliver. Favors comes in for Marvin Williams. And Alec Burks subbed in for Richard Jefferson. Here's Green. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Now Burke. He's got 26. Here's Kanter. That's good. The pass to Bekovic. Rush with the steal. Young with the steal. And Thaddeus Young with the slam.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
And rush kicks to Burke, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Here's Green. A huge slam to Burke again to the fast break.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition. Burks puts it up from 17. Moves back up. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Can you hear the crowd kind of murmuring? I don't think they agreed with the officials on that one.
Steve, I tell you what, they're really letting them have it.
Sacramento with the ball. 4-point game. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at U.S. Airways Center in Phoenix. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here's McLemore. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, Kings ball. Sacramento keeps possession. And this is a good time to bring you a rundown of the hottest three-point bombers from the shooting guard position over the course of the last 10 games. The 4th spot held by Ben McLemore.
Well, you don't have to be a great shooter to play two-guard, but it definitely helps. And pretty much all these guys fit into that great category.
And with any of those guys, when they get on a roll from three-point land, I mean, it can last for a while. We're talking a long time.
Burks the pass to Kanter. And that one's good. And now a 6-point Jazz lead.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
That's good.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. They gave him a wide-open look there.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Burke kicks to Burks. The feed to Favors. The Jazz working the ball around now. Rubio dishes to Young. Back to Rubio. And another three for Sacramento.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime. And
My goodness is right. And as we finish the third. Take a look at the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
I've been impressed with how well they've penetrated tonight, too.
Luke Richard and Baamute out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Turioff. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's McLemore in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And that one's good.
Unbelievable shot there. He busted out the trick release and left the defender dazed and confused.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Son
Can flirt with triple doubles, but Ricky assists. And he can get to the rebounding column as well. No, he's kicking himself for that miss.
Well, and Rubio, and I'm going to borrow a phrase here from Clark Kellogg right to my left here, a stat sheet stuffer. He gets rebounds, he gets steals, he gets assists, he's all over the floor.
You know, the big thing he has to improve, though, Kevin, is just his shooting. He does everything else well, but he's got to improve his outside shot just to keep the defense honest when they're guarding him.
Here's Burke. Sinks the 15-footer. Burke's got 33 points.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it.
It's that model. Always up around 21 points and about 8 or 9 rebounds.
Well-rounded game.
Yeah, at 6'11", he can play either the power forward or the center spot. And I think he's best suited in the power forward role where his length really allows him to take advantage down on the block.
And a break.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
He feeds it to Mba Amute. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
Much as pure, selfless teamwork.
Looking to end the run, and it's sent back by Mba Amute. And McLemore kicks to Aldridge. And Cantor pulls it down. Jazz trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Rush outside, and that is good.
I thought the defense really kind of slacked off there. He's going to drill those threes when he gets a good look.
Shot clock at 6. Nice move. Rejected by Favors. But they get it back. And the shot is good.
And the with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Tyrone Corbin was giving to his team. He urged his players to keep fighting, saying, "We're right there, but the margin of error has shrunk. We've got to play aggressive and..."
Burke with it. Feeds to Favors. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket. The dish now to Pekovic. The jump hook. Nice touch on the bank shot. Swap here for Sacramento. Here's Burke. Another miss by Utah. Kings leading now by 3. Fredette kicks to Green. Rejected by Burke. A second chance effort. Mick Roberts' shot is good.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work.
For 3. They get the rebound. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
What a game for Favors. 8 rebounds, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, it's just a small part of what's been a solid overall contribution by him defensively.
Fredette kicks to Muhammad. Rebound, Utah. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Pass to Favors. The Jazz working the ball around now. Cantor dishes to Jefferson. Pass to Cantor. Back to Jefferson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trains the wing train.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Burke kicks to Burks. To tie it up. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through.
Well, after all those struggles in the first half, he has really picked it up here in the second.
14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Plumlee, the pass to McRoberts. And that one's good.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane in the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. Just what the doctor prescribed.
Outside Jefferson. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a 3-point play.
Clearly, he's shaken off that cold shooting performance of the first half.
That free throw good from Jefferson. McLemore dishes to Young. He tries for three. That is good. Boom. Did it ever. They're on cloud nine.
What an atmosphere in here. This is incredible.
Here's Fredette. Drops in the breakaway layup. And it's a 5-point Kings lead.
Well, that's the easiest opportunity an offense can get off a steal.
Exactly. No defense for that.
Burke kicks to Burks. He dishes it to Burke. And the pass to Favors. 5 on the clock. Nick Roberts on him. Fires it up. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That's a huge shot.
And that put a hush over the crowd.
Yeah, the volume's been turned.
Is checked in for Plummer. Aldridge comes in for Josh McRoberts. Gerald Green, he's checked in for McLemore. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Jimmy Fredette. And Young, here we go.
Still a chance, but they've got to score here.
Yeah, every possession is necessary.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And the
draw something up here. I think they'll go for a quick 2. And if not, maybe break somebody free for a long three-pointer.
And they have to know they need to foul right after the shot goes in as well.
And Favors kicks to Jefferson. Jefferson can't get that one to fall. Tipped. Here's Burks. No good. And so it's Sacramento who's scraped by with the win. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Ricky Rubio.